This video was challenging but fun. I have a lot of cool things to show you, so let's get into it. Hi YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about luxury living, from high-end luxury handbags, luxury living on a budget, from high-end luxury handbags to the everyday luxuries of life. If that sounds interesting to you, please make sure you subscribe, click the bell notification icon to be notified when I post new videos, and be sure to like the videos that you enjoy. This is a tag video. It is called Your Luxury Name, the Your Luxury Name tag, and it was started by Mel in Melbourne. Wait, someone told me how to pronounce this recently. I've been saying Melbourne, and they said that the or part is silent, or the o part is silent, so it's Melbourne, something like that. Mel in Melbourne, I think. Laugh at me, please. Mel started it, and I was tagged by Dale's Addiction. So I will link both of those videos below. Please go check those out. Mel outlined some rules for this video, and the way that it works, although I did have to cheat a little bit, the way that it works is what you're supposed to do to find out your luxury name, which isn't really a final luxury name, it's just the premise to get to the tag. What you're supposed to do is pick a name for yourself. So it's either your real name or your nickname. It could be your first or last name. It could be your YouTube name, your Instagram name, whatever, some name you have for yourself. And then, like an anagram, for each letter of that name, you come up with a luxury item that starts with that letter in your name. So like if there's an L in your name, which I'm not fortunate enough to have, you could do Louis Vuitton something or other. Or if there's an R in your name, which I also do not have, you could do a Chanel reissue. The caveat is that whatever items you pick have to be items that are in your collection. So I've decided to do my entire real name YouTube name minus my middle name. So Autumn Beckman, I'm doing the whole thing. There are 2 U's in my first name. I couldn't come up with anything. I made a list of my entire handbag and SLG and scarf and everything inventory. There was nothing that started with the letter U. So I had to be creative with those, as you'll see. But the rest of them I did follow the rules. So I have a lot of good stuff to show you. Let's get started. For the A in my first name, this will come as a surprise to no one who is familiar with me. I picked agendas. These are all of the agendas that I am currently using. They are not all luxury. I have a happy planner at the bottom that has a bunch of ideas for YouTube. Then an Erin Condren planner, which has, it's where I track my YouTube videos and some of the data. This is a Louis Vuitton Agenda GM. This is a nondescript notebook where I do budgeting. This is a Louis Vuitton desk agenda. This is a Coach agenda, which I will start using soon for work. And then this is my Louis Vuitton Agenda MM. I am thinking about adding an Agenda PM, but I've had one before and it was very stiff. So I'm looking for, I don't know, maybe a denim one that would be more pliable and easier for me to use. So we'll see. Next is a letter U, which stands for uh-oh. What do I put for a letter U? For the first letter U, I have chosen my Louis Vuitton Ungle print items. You're saying what? Ungle is because the J in jungle is silent for this video. So this is my Ungle 16 bandeau. Let me unfurl this gorgeous thing. I love this so much. Quite beautiful. Very hard to find piece. I was lucky to find that a few years ago. And then the Ungle Dots print in the red and blue. It also comes in a pink and red with pink palms and red dots. This is a cosmetic PM size, and the interior is red. That's my first letter U. For T, I chose my Louis Vuitton Turenne, which is probably my favorite handbag in my collection. I love it so, so much. I love how versatile it is. I love how beautiful it is. You can handhold, you can carry it on the crook of your arm. It has a crossbody strap that you can use crossbody or over your shoulder. What I love about this bag crossbody is that it conforms to you and it sort of wraps around your body, which is super comfortable, like a saddle bag. I love this so much. I've thought about also getting the PM size, and I would really love to have the little nano one, but that's never gonna happen, I don't think, because it's very hard to find, and when you do find it, it is stupid expensive. Uh-oh, now we're back to another U. So for this U, I need to read from what I've written in my Louis Vuitton desk agenda. This U stands for my used, underrated, uber gorgeous, ultra spectacular, ultimate luxury color, unbelievable deal, unsung hero of the Louis Vuitton luxury world, my Louis Vuitton Suhali locket in the bronze, which looks like a gold, but it's actually the bronze color. And it is just ultra spectacular, and all the other ooh things I said. That counts, right? Next up is the letter M. I feel like I'm on Sesame Street. And this is my Dior Mitza scarf. This is the Le Diable print. I love this one, and I got it because of the bats on it, because my last dog, Sebastian, I would call him Bat, so this always reminds me of him. This is my only Dior piece. I really love it. I also don't really have any inclination to get any other Dior pieces. What are your favorite Dior pieces? What should I look at? Although, you know, I say that, and then there is a little card holder in the canage that I would like to get, and I like the, is it the diorama bag that's sort of geometrical? I like that too. But I could do a card holder instead of the whole bag, because I don't think I'd use the bag much. The last letter in my first name is an N, and for that I chose my Louis Vuitton New York City luggage tags. I have this one that has the Statue of Liberty, and then this one that has the New York Apple. These have a lot of sentimental value for me because I used to live in New York City, so I treasure these very much. We're now on to the Beckman portion of my name. The B is for one of my COVID quarantine purchases, the Louis Vuitton Buildings bandeau. Another New York piece. It has the Chrysler Building, and it is just spectacular. It's all black and white, and it has these little metal pieces here you can see that are kind of glued on, and because of those metal pieces it was about $130 more than any other bandeau. Those little metal pieces are not worth that, but I just loved this so much, and it's New York. I had to have it, so that's my B. For the E, for quite a few of these letters, I forgot to say this at the beginning, there were multiple pieces I could have chosen, so I tried to pick pieces that are more rare that you wouldn't see, like I don't have a Neverfull on the list or a Speedy. So for this one I chose, this is for the letter E, I chose my Louis Vuitton Expert pen case. I love this. It's in the Damier Graphite print color, and you unzip it, and it unzips all the way where the zipper comes undone. Then you open those two flaps, and you open those two flaps, and there are 4 elastic pieces in there for pens, and I love this. It's a hard to find piece. It took me a few years to find it, and I'm very happy to have it, fortunate, lucky to have it. It's beautiful. Along with my agendas, I love pens, so it's nice to have a lovely piece to store those in. For the letter C in Beckman, initially I was going to choose Coach, even though that's not considered luxury. I have been so into Coach lately. I have quite a few pieces that you haven't seen yet that I have acquired, so you'll be seeing those over the next few weeks and months. But there was another item a couple letters later that's a Coach item, so I picked that for Coach instead. And for this C, I chose Chanel. This is one of my favorite pieces of the few Chanel pieces that I have. It's the Chanel Gabrielle card holder in goat skin in the ombre metallic gold bronze colors. I've never seen anybody else with this on YouTube. It's unique, it's beautiful. It goes with a lot of my bags. It goes with the uber gorgeous Suhali locket. It goes with another bag I'll show you in a minute. I've been really into metallics. This has turned out to be a very versatile piece because of that ombre. It works with a lot of stuff. For the K in Beckman, I chose, notice these are mostly Louis Vuitton pieces, my Louis Vuitton Kusama bag charm. You can see her signature there above Louis Vuitton. It says her name. I love this. I actually got to meet her when I was in high school and work on one of her art installations with her. No, I didn't work on that. I worked on something else. but I got to meet her and hear her talk about one of her art installations and then tour the installation. So as an artist, I love when Louis Vuitton and Coach and different brands do collaborations with artists. So this piece is meaningful to me for that reason. For the next M in my name, I chose another Chanel piece, the Chanel Shop in Moscow tote. This is in the bronze. I also have it in black. Both have silver hardware. I love this tote so much. It's so plush. I love the look of it with all the geometric lines. I love the veined leather. I love the silver hardware with it. It's just a beautiful, supple, functional bag. And I got a great price on it, like I often do. So that's my M. For the A in Beckman, this is where the other Coach piece comes in. I chose the Coach Alexa. I was really surprised that I didn't have more pieces that started with an A. Seems like that's a letter that's used a lot. The Alexa is not my favorite Coach bag in my collection, but it was what I came up with for this letter. So there you go. It's, in my eyes, a dupe for the Louis Vuitton Favorite. I really don't carry it that often, but I do like having it as an option. I just don't carry bags this small very often, but when I do need something like a little dinner bag, this is a great go-to. I love that it has this big pocket on the back, which the Favorite does not have. I like the turn lock better than the magnetic closure on the Favorite, which a lot of people have had trouble with. It's just a lovely bag. It also comes with a chain crossbody strap, and it comes in a few different colors, and there's one that has a croc texture to it that's really pretty too. Thought about adding that, but just don't use the bag enough. Now for the N, the last letter in Autumn Beckman. I have a bag that is probably the most common of all the pieces, because I said I was trying to get pieces that are not so common, but it's also definitely one of my favorite and most used bags, my Louis Vuitton Noe. I always say it wrong. The Noe, the vintage Noe that I ruined when I cleaned it, and the leather is all cracked on it, but I love this bag so much. And the thing that I love most about it, besides how easy it is to wear and use because of some of the alterations I've made, I love the history behind it, because I bought this specifically to be my winery bag. I go to wineries when COVID wasn't here. I used to go to wineries a lot, something that my family and I do for fun. And this bag was originally designed to hold wine bottles. So that's why I got it as my winery bag. If you're wondering about the alterations I made, I added this little piece to the drawstring to make that easier than having to tie the drawstrings. I also added these snap hooks to the strap so that I wouldn't have to undo the buckle and bend the leather back and forth a lot if I wanted to use the strap on another bag. People always ask me where I get the buckles. I got them at my local hardware store. I can't really link them for you because there are so many different options, so you just have to kind of figure out what size you need and find them for yourself. Sorry. This exact slide is not available anymore, but I'll link another one that's all vachetta if you're interested in getting that. Also, dress up your purse if you need a new drawstring, because this one broke on me and I had to buy a new one. Dress Up Your Purse sells these, and you can get 15% off with code autumn15 at dressupyourpurse.com, so I will link that below as well. Well, this was a fun tag to do. I really enjoyed it. Thank you to Mel in Melbourne, is that right? For creating this tag, and thank you to Dale's Addiction for tagging me. Oh, I always forget this part in the tags where I'm supposed to tag people. So I'm gonna tag people in the description box below. I know a few of them would be YotaStyle, of course. I always have to tag her. She'll get her feelings hurt. I'm gonna tag Jill Maurer, even though she hasn't made a video, it seems like all year. I'm gonna tag her just in case she's looking for a reason to make one, but I'm gonna give a caveat on her video that she picked jewelry pieces for this instead of handbag pieces. And I'll probably think of a few more and I'll link them below, so check all those out. If you do not have a channel and you would like to do this for fun, write your name out below in the comments and then tell us what your items are for each letter. That would be fun to read, I think. I hope you and your loved ones are doing well. Hope to see you back here next time. Till then, have a fantastic day. Bye.